His hand is strong enough to tackle just about anything that BB Gunman will throw at it. Now, Azure Drake is the one where it really starts, and back that up with Spirit Wolves.
With all the AoE gone, Spirit Wolves is really good.
This is back and forth.
Yeah.
Azure Drake is so good at this stage.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. It kind of plays into Fireland's portal a little bit, but you know, BB Gungan's still gonna have a pretty sizable force left on the field after the fact.
Simon really has to be careful with this. Now, Babbling Book once again offers an opportunity. Oh, that is huge!
That's crazy.
What on earth?
Holy smokes.
That is the best card he could have gotten.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Hold on.
Hold on. We interrupt this regular programming to introduce Yogg to the game. Wow, yeah, why not? Just get right to it. Sure.
Nice.
There you go. This is what
Nice.
happens when you premature Yogg.
Nice Yogg, buddy.
Shift to face.
I know that you like hitting people in the face, Alex, but
Whoa,
sometimes...
whoa, whoa, in Hearthstone, come on.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Don't just tell everyone I like punching people in the face. That's not true.
To clarify, Alexander Bagley has 0 assault convictions.
Thanks. But there is Ragnaros. He's going to need to make an impact. He's been one of the most impactful cards in this series, at least. He's going to have to do some work now as Amnesiac going to great lengths to push forward in. He does have the backup plans of the Sylvanas, has the Fandral into Feral Rage as well. Rag is not playing nice this time and just kills off the 1-1. Nothing like what Amnesiac would have wanted from that turn.
Nope, but no super clean answer for Pavel, and by super clean I just mean sap, essentially, because, you know, sapping Rag doesn't feel great sometimes if you can't really net huge tempo backing it up, but when it's been innovated out, sap is of course the answer that you're looking for. No such luck right now, but Pavel is just picking up damage in this situation, so he might just decide that it's time to flick the switch here and just race this with minions, although the Eviscerate does give him the Ragnaros answer that he needs as well.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like he might actually go for the face tank. I like this
Face tank coin Edwin.
Yeah, I like it. I was going to say there is the option to coin Shiv to do it, but then you develop no minions, and you're just going to basically hand Amnesiac a tough free turn to some extent. So I like this one. Van Cleef is going to come down as an 8-8, and a lot of the time there's only really mulch that is an answer, unless you can play Sylvanas.
And I've spoken multiple times this series about what a great hand reader Amnesiac is, but you do not need to be a great hand reader to put Pavel on no sap right now, based on that turn that you saw from Pavel coming out. So the Sylvanas almost guaranteed to get his work done here.
Gadget Zan, prep, sap. I can see it now.
You're a dreamer, Alex.
I mean, it might just be the line he has to go for here.
I mean, you can actually double your draws by Sinister striking first, and then you can hit sap off this draw or off the draw from the preparation. That appears to be what Pavel is going for here. If he doesn't get it, looks like a sap!
Called it! The sap, and Amnesiac is not happy, and understandably so. Just again, when he needed it.
Remember, and I say this with the...
Currently at least shutting down Feral Rage as a removal option. Well, there's Yogg, if he really wants to.
This is one a position where Yogg is generally really inconsistent because he can kill himself so easily.
Yeah, Light in the Darkness, finds a Moonkin Divine Favor, that doesn't do anything.
Okay, he's also gonna fatigue soon.
He is actually very, very low on cards. There is the possibility that Chansu could just draw.
Oh, wait, what?
Well, charge, it can no longer attack the face. The turn that you
Oh! Chansu just lost his entire hand! Well, Yogg can't die, but he can come back to the hand?
He Astral Communion his entire hand away.
What just happened?
But now he has a rebuy.
This is where you type in all caps.
Oh my god.
Worth.
Live by the Yogg, die by the Yogg. Chansu's last card, it's swipe. He is just in a position, he has no threats left other than this Yogg Saron.
That's still a big threat for everybody involved. Let's go one more time.
There's a lot of spells that have been cast here.
No.
There's Fatigue draw number 1.
He has a high chance he just
There's
kills
Fatigue
himself.
Draw number 2 and 3.
number 4? Is he just going to die by himself right now?
Chansu is getting absolutely trolled by Yogg-Saron right now. Discards his entire hand, then just draws.
No!
He just keeps drawing cards.
One more draw. He's just dead.
He's dead.
He's just dead. BB Gun can pass. And the game is over.
Outrageous. Excess mana, finishes himself off. He gets his giant sandworm though from lock and load.
Worth. His hand is running a little bit dry because of it, so he's going to have to find a way through this rag right now, or he is threatening to lose that 8-8 on the next turn because the ping can just take care of the 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I think in Daihuni's mind, he feels like his opponent couldn't kill the Ragnaros, so maybe if he drains a bunch of his resources, Rogue might be in a bad spot. Shiv allows him to continue to draw through his deck, just looking for any way to finish the game. Malygos plus Arcane Explosion is definitely something that can help him clear the board next turn if he needs to. Because if Ragnaros lands onto the Van Cleave, or if even worse, Daihuni ends up just going for the win here.
I mean, Daihuni absolutely goes for the win here, right? Ping off the 1-1, fireball the face, and just either way, Rag puts you in a solid position.
Perhaps. Can you increase your chances to win too if the missiles go optimistically? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that's the case, unfortunately. So Daihuni is going to go for the Barnes, almost the same thing as the Azure Drake. Almost.
Yeah, the Barnes has been stuck in hand for quite a long time. He had it in his hand on turn 4 and just chose not to play it. It's been stuck there ever since. That's an Apprentice. That gives him a massive turn now.
Wait, well, now you can actually play all of that.
Yep.
Pretty much everything. Just chooses not to play the Azure Drake because he really wants to account for the fact that Arcane Missiles guarantee hits. A little bit of a rush turn, but the point is he needs to hit, and he doesn't.
Oh, now the outs! The outs for
Wow!
Pavel! Malygos!
My goodness.
Prep! Sinister Strike! Is EU about to get rolling, Dan?
That's up 3-0, and Daihuni didn't really take his time to think through some of the options.
Kind of interesting. If Hamster wanted to, he could actually fire off those swipes both at the face, do a lot of damage to Jason. That's not quite enough for Ragnaros to threaten lethal, though. If Jason were at 1 lower life, I actually might imagine Hamster would think, okay, just fire off those swipes, put you to 8, with a plan of next turn drop Ragnaros, either kills what you have or kills you. But it will be Ragnaros for Hamster. He's looking to get a hit on either Jason or one of these minions. It's going to go ahead and kill the Fairy Dragon. Now Jason, he has Ragnaros of his own, and this is a big moment here for Ragnaros. Does it kill his buddy Ragnaros? Oh, it goes face. Hamster down to just 3 life, but he has Ragnaros still in play.
He does have Ragnaros still in play, but as you mentioned earlier, the math just doesn't line up. He can't double swipe and set up for a chance at lethal, but what he can do is use double swipe to clear the board and then have Rag hit face to try and set up a 2-turn lethal. One thing, he's at 3 health.
He has seen already one of the Korkan Elites and one of the Fireworks, in addition to one of the Alexstrasza champions. So there's not that many things that Jason Joe could have the following turn to actually guarantee that he has lethal damage. And Hamster sets up, because of the damage from the 2 swipes, he's putting Jason Joe into range that he could potentially just kill him with Ragnaros the following turn.
Yeah, it's really risky. There is a couple, there's Blackwing Corruptor, Grom Hellscream. Those are a couple things that could deal 3 damage, at least the next turn, to kill Hamster. When he go for it, he gets a Karen Bloodhoof.
This is an interesting line from Hamster here, because he is leaving Ragnaros up unless he hits it with his own Ragnaros. And he does! Ragnaros goes down. Hamster is the master of the Fire Lord here, and now Jason Joe, he's not only behind Ragnaros, but there's a Cairn in play too.
Yeah, Cairn is so tough to remove. That's almost always going to deal 4 damage the next turn. Jason does have a Twilight Guardian to try and block some damage.
And here Hamster, he has the ability, if he wants, to fire off, that's actually just lethal damage, I think. He can fire off 2 swipes to the face, attack in with the Cairn, and yeah, Ragnaros will finish the deal. The Wrath kills off the Azure Drake, he just has lethal.
Well, we'll see if he spots it. The both swipes are going to the face. It looks like he has it. And that's going to be Hamster taking game number 1. of our first quarterfinal match.
And we saw, you know, the Ragnaros showdown. We saw him in the Heroes of the Storm reveal earlier, and now making his debut in Game 1 of the world's top 8 today.
Try and force some of this damage through. He's actually going to gain the life with Feral Rage. Okay, so this runs the risk of leaving this Flame Waker up in play to potentially run Roughshot over Proceedings, but Rag behaves itself, takes care of the 2-4, and now this board state is looking
I was just
huge.
like, I could play 2 of those. Got my second one already.
Paul going to come down on the 3-3 here, has the ping on the 8-1 Rag. So he, rough opportunity, but yeah, Booty Bay Bodyguard is a reasonable outcome in that spot, so still demands an answer from Amnesiac, but Malygos is a solid answer, and now Amnesiac could have turned the corner in this game. Pavel with the Tempo Mage, they do not deal with a 4-12, no hard removal played in the deck, but I was just about to say, this is a decision that Pavel has made. Amnesiac does not play this card in his mage. This could be huge for Pavel.
Polymorph! The perfect answer to the Malygos. This is going to blow Pavel, Amnesiac, sorry, out of the water. Oh, look at it. Oh, my God.
The heartbreak on the face from Amnesia. I think he actually pulled at his own hair a little bit there. He was so frustrated, and
I don't blame him.
That is an absolute backbreaker for Amnesiac, but he, just like Pavel on the previous turn, he needs to make sure now, take a deep breath, refocus. That's in the past now. Continue to play this game. You are not out of this game. You are not out of this series. Continue to play correctly from here, and you can still come out of this game on top.
Yeah, refreshing yourself after a moment like that is incredibly difficult, but incredibly important for these players. And Amnesiac has a hell of a lot of experience in tournament play. Let's see how he chooses to progress here. He can clear the board, does go for the Emperor. Gonna get the reduction on the Windrunner, but to be honest, he could have picked either at this point. Sylvanas is slightly more flexible based on the fact that Amnesiac isn't really gonna have a big hand anytime soon to reduce.
Yeah, Sylvanas would be a little more flexible against, say, Firelands Portal #2, because you can't just Firelands Portal a Sylvanas.
Oh my God!
What did I say?
We should just choose what cards are.
I mean, in the words of the late, great TJ Sanders, punished.